Hi, my beautiful friends. I want to give you just a glimpse of hope. There's a lot of really powerful, good opportunities that are going to come with the Scorpio New Moon, where we will be able to really look at what is happening. So hang on. Hopefully you're still breathing. If not, this is a really good time to take a very deep cleansing breath. Hold it for a minute. Release it and ground yourself. The Scorpio New Moon, good things are coming. So what's a new moon? Why, new moon, full moon, how does that impact us? And I think in the last video I mentioned that when we have the full moons and a super full moon, even though it's like more scientific type folks would say, oh, the planets and the moon and all that stuff don't affect us, except they do. So, and from the perspective of the moon, actually, a super full moon close to the earth can cause the tides, the high tide to be higher and low tide to be lower. So it's a matter of, it does affect us. And if you check in with the emergency room nurses at the hospitals, you go, yeah, the full moon, they have a lot of crazy stuff going on during that, a lot more emergency kinds of things. So a Scorpio new moon, so the sun and moon are both at 9 degrees of Scorpio. And the new moon is actually a time of new beginnings. It's where the seeds, we plant the seeds, or we have a dream, or we have an inspiration that we're kind of, that pops in, and we'll spend some time deciding if we want to do anything with that idea or that dream, and then start to work toward that goal. Scorpio energy is very powerful. Scorpio, Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, major transformation, rules the sign of Scorpio. And Pluto used to also rule the sign of, rule Mars as well, or the sign of Aries, sorry. But the Scorpio new moon is a time of really no nonsense, getting down to the core of what's going on. It is transformational. And that's the word I want you to remember. This energy of this new moon is about transformation. So we have the sun and moon in Scorpio trining this, Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn is our karmic work. He's been traveling through Pisces for the last couple of years. He's got a little bit longer in that sign. Next spring, he will move into the sign of Aries. And Pisces energy softens Saturn's more rigid or focus, hard focus of accomplishment and nose to the grindstone and what have you. As he travels through Pisces, there's also the karmic side of Saturn's energy in looking at Pisces. Pisces is a water sign. And so we've had massive floods, hurricanes and rain and, snow and mudslides and a lot of karmic, damage happening on the planet as a result of water. So with the sun moon, there's a, trining Saturn and Pisces. This energy offers the opportunity for there to be some healing and resolution to bring aid and healing to those who have suffered from those kinds of karmic events. Mercury is also traveling through the sign of Scorpio. Mercury is our communication planet. He rules our mind and how we communicate. And again, Mercury in Scorpio is really good for investigative journalism. He can also, as a result, reveal hidden things that can be shocking. He can reveal kind of behind the scenes abuses of money, power, and sexuality. So you could be hearing about those kinds of things in the news. But he's in a what we call trine, or a gift energy to Mars in Cancer, and a trine to Neptune in Pisces. So all three of these planetary energies are coming together to offer humanity some hope, to hopefully in the Middle East, in places where there are wars, or on an individual basis, if you're in a conflict with someone. It's about taking a deep breath, coming back to your ground, your center, and realizing the other person isn't the enemy. The other person is someone who we can have compassion and respect, and we can try to work things out. Sometimes it's a matter of not bringing Mars's Aries fighting warrioress kind of energy into a situation, but to bring it from more compassion and caring and nurturance. What does this person need? This person could be afraid. And so, and thinking of all the worst case scenarios. So we'll have opportunities around this new moon time to be able to, and this is again, November 1st, if I didn't mention that earlier, to bring, de-escalate conflicts, de-escalate our differences, and be able to come together with, I know that you care about your family and children, and you guys just went through this hurricane and you lost everything, and what can we do to help? So it's about putting differences aside in order to come to a more compassionate place, to come up with real solutions to what's going on, in our personal lives, as well as our country and globally as well. Venus is trining, and I believe Venus is in Sagittarius. Yeah, she is. So truth, justice, and big picture kinds of things are Sagittarian realms. And Venus is love, money, and values. So and Pallas Athena is 1 degree away. So Pallas Athena is the warrior priestess. It's a feminine quality of the wise, feminine, the strategist, in looking at what do we need to do to deal with what's going on our planet from a truth and justice place. This energy, Sagittarius, also rules war. And so to be able to look at what's going on, and how do we come to a place where we can respect everyone, pull things down a few notches and calm things down a bit, so that there can be a healing, creative solutions, outside of the box solutions. Chiron trines Venus and Pallas Athena. So there's opportunities for new beginnings with Chiron and Aries. Eris in the Aries is also there, and Hygeia, the medical intuitive. The more that we can go within and ask our guides and guardian angels and any and all souls on the other side that can be there for us, that can give us the ideas or inspirations to come up with a heart-centered solution to what's happening in our personal lives as well as in our world. This is a great thing. So there's certainly energy and opportunity there. And last but not least, there are other minor positive aspects, but the planet Uranus, the planet of shock and awe, traveling through the last 5 degrees of Taurus. And I've mentioned before that Uranus in Taurus is not exactly comfortable there either. Uranus brings in shocking, revolutionary change, fast-paced change, electrical change, high energy. And in the sign of Taurus, it's really looking at the earth, and what Mother Earth provides. So there can be earth changes, earthquakes, volcanoes, and what have you. Just ask your guides to keep you aware of what you need to know in order to be safe. and to, whether it's whisper in your ear, depending on how you receive information, whether it's dream time or it's you hear or you see a picture, so being able to receive information that will tell you what is your part and how can you support in the global changes that are going on in a positive way. How do you take care of yourself in new and different ways? It's just a profound time of healing and transformation. If we choose to slow down and think about what we're doing and check in with ourselves as to what we need, this is a very, very powerful Scorpio new moon, new beginning. So I wanted to give us first the good news, right? And then look at what are the challenges. And I probably wouldn't even have to go over this because all we have to do is turn on the news. I avoid the news at all costs, but we have a grand cross or a grand square. So we've got Mars opposing Pluto, and which is squaring Estrella, and Estrella is the feminine quality of how, of letting go or resting or being, and then Juno, which is commitment, but Juno also represents betrayal and abuse of the feminine. And they square Hygeia, the medical intuitive, psychic surgeon in Aries, and Eris. And Eris is Mars's sister, little sister. So she's the feminine warrioress. So, trusting our intuition around whether war is appropriate. And my belief is self-defense maybe, but none of the rest of this is. So, how do we take action with Mars in Cancer? It's have compassion, concerns, provide for the needs of the people, particularly the people that are at crisis, either with weather-related issues, war zones, areas that we don't hear about where this kind of stuff is going on. So Pluto is really being challenged by a kinder, gentler Mars to do things differently. We cannot do the same old. It's not going to work anymore. The plutocracy, the autocracy, the governments and corporations, the being able to control and have things their way while they destroy the planet, poison the planet, poison our air, water, land, and then keep all of the funding, the money, so that the people are the majority of the people on the planet are starving and just hanging on by a thread. So this Grand Cross is going to be continuing this theme of the old ways are not working. They need to break down. And, the solution to, the solution to our global conflicts is war and war bombs. And, none of that's working. And it's not working for the people. It's not working for the planet. So, we're all in process of kind of seeing this and trying to figure out, what is our part of it? What can we do? And for a lot of us, the November 5th in the U.S. is election day. So we do have some power and we can show up in masses and numbers and we can vote. So that's one way of dealing with the imbalances of power at this time. We also have Ceres, the nurturing mother. Ceres is also food, nutrition, grains, and how do we nurture ourselves or sustain ourselves? So what is security with Ceres? Sometimes security is money, and other times it is food, clean water, clean food. And, for sure in this country, most of our food is toxic, whether it's been monocropped and pesticide, herbicide, which all drains into our water systems and our aquifers. And, so the American diet, it really isn't healthy. And that's something that has caused so much illness in our country and caused the cost to go astronomical. What can we do? I mean, these are the issues that are represented by this Scorpio New Moon, and this is these are the things we need to be looking at, attending to, and checking in with ourselves as to, is there a piece here that I can address on some level? And if for no other reason than to help others, help family members, help others in our communities, we need to be stepping up to do our part. That's the Scorpio New Moon coming up on November 1st. We will have another video. So please remember to click that thumbs up button, subscribe, and click on the little bell so that you receive notification when the next video comes up. Also, there's information about our social media channels and the website. So CatherynAstrology.com, and on the website you can contact me if you have a question or concerned, and I will get back to you. So take care of yourself. Remember to take some deep breaths, to slow down, to ground yourself. You know, sometimes it's one of the ways that I do some grounding is to take a shower and wash, the energies of the world off of me every evening. So I do a visualization every evening. And just, to begin to check in with yourself more often and see how you're doing, okay? Many blessings, and for sure, keep the faith. We are moving into better times. Hello, my beautiful friends. I want to thank everyone for watching Catheryn Astrology YouTube videos. I also would like to ask a favor and remind you to please click the like, subscribe, and the notification bell, and invite you to also leave comments. We will do our best to respond within a few days. We are also on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and others will be coming in the future. Those will be listed in the link below. At this time, I want to give a special shout out to my friend Carolyn Craden. Her business is One Smart Marketer, but she recently watched one of my videos and then did a sketch of me. And you will see that sketch at the beginning or ending of future videos. Carolyn is not only a marketer, she's an artist, and a comedian, a really good comedian, vocalist, and so much more. Her info is listed below. And at this time, I would also like to invite other artists. We love seeing and supporting artists, and will happily feature you in our videos. So this is a very intense time. I would like to support each and every one of you through my videos and getting a sense of how to work with these energies in the most productive ways. So this is really, for me, about helping all of us to always keep the faith.